with Miggy possibly being out, we don't know the extent of the injury. Should Gressel come back in? Who takes the deputizing position for you guys?
Personally, I'd keep the starting 11 the same and plug Gressel right down the middle. I would. Shout out to Carmona today. Had a fantastic game. Lorenowitz, love him. I mean, everybody looks great. Amron obviously is a big. It's a big deficit, but I mean, we look like we could at least play. Everything looked the same. It wasn't maybe as big of a spark offensively, but it's just
he's a different player off the ball than Almiron is. So you were kind of seeing like a different aspect where they were sending the balls to versus, Almiron sometimes just goes one-on-one and hits you with speed rather than Gressel kind of does a little bit of a different playing style, a little outside.
I mean, Gressel's really good at running without the ball. Which, like you saw, like there's a few times he knows. That's why I love
passing lanes because he's the one distributing it the most time. So if you as the passer know where you'd like the ball, so you know where to run to get the ball. So
that's what's just different too. Is like with Gressel, Amron, he does not make those runs most likely unless it's a give and go, but he delivers those runs. Like Bialba, Martinez, here's your ball, go get it. Gressel is more of I'll give you the ball, let me go make a run, you get me the ball, and then I'll give you the ball back, and we'll score a goal. Which is just a little bit different style, and there's nothing wrong with that, and I don't think we're going to have any problems. No problems.
Not many other teams have this problem in the league to where you have Almiron starting and Gressel coming off to where you can give two different aspects on the ball. So we're very lucky to have two quality caliber players to be able to do that for us.
Yep,
good players.
So, we alluded to it, Philadelphia Union on Wednesday. You said 3-0 with a hat trick. What about you, Joe?
I mean, I'm gonna go 2-1. I definitely think we should get 3 points. No excuses. They have a good goalie, but they're not a playoff team, and they're at this point in the season where this club's at. There is no excuses to not get 3 points against a team who's not in the playoff hunt. So, 2-1.
Agreed.
So, final thoughts on this game as a whole, this experience as a whole, tonight's tifo, like everything.
It was a great night. Enjoyed it. We needed the 3 points, got the 3 points. Refereeing, we kind of talked about it a little bit, but we talk about it every week. But actually, other than the 2 penalty,
the guy never pulled out any cards today. It's almost like he forgot him at home. Yeah. It's like he forgot him at home. So.
But personally, how I like watching, soccer, like that's how I like to watch it. Like I like a physical game. I don't want to see cards in the first 10, 20 minutes, unless it's obviously just blatantly like an awful challenge. So honestly, I was okay with it. I need to relook at the penalties because I don't really know. I couldn't give you an honest opinion.
Handball shout definitely looks like a penalty, but
no, I mean it didn't cost us, so I can't really complain. But
it would have been a totally different story if it would cost us.
Oh yeah, for sure. But
would have been a different video.
Also, Carmona, fantastic. He's a guy who had a little slow start. I think he got a red card in the first game, or in the first few games. He had a rocky start to the season, but he's been very stout. And as a center defensive midfielder, it's almost like the less recognition you get, the better you are. So he's doing exactly what he needs to be doing. Fantastic off-season acquisition. I love it. So that's all I got.
Couple positives, couple negatives as always. I guess my positives would be, like he was saying, Carmona. I thought Carmona played excellent today. He was our man of the match before they announced him as man of the match. Lorenowitz, Perez has to be. He's on the top end of my favorite players on the squad. Yeah, me and Joe always get some good laughs. We really wanted him to score. He made a couple. He made 2 runs.
Exactly.
So we were looking forward to him, potentially scoring, but we couldn't see it today. Maybe next time. Negatives. Walks, man, walks. I thought Walks had a terrible first half. Why do you keep laughing, man? I thought Walks had a terrible first half, man. And I got to get Tata's number or something because I got to find out why in the world is he still constantly in the. I got to get Mears' number because I got to find out. I know. Okay, yeah, we have. Oh man,
but
that's
tough.
oh, it is so tough.
Every game we see the same stuff.
Oh
It's
man,
tough.
we had a rough start to the second half. Walks attributed to that tremendously. And another thing is, you mentioned it earlier with Parkhurst. He's not a vocal leader. When I like to see a captain that goes around and is yelling at players. Man, yes,
really.
I'm not seeing that at all from Parkhurst, and I expect more from Parkhurst come playoff time. Man, we really need a presence. Lorenowitz and Perez really provide that presence defensively. Maybe they're not shouting, but they're showing it. Not necessarily any negatives about Parkhurst today. It's just I expect more from him. Walks, I need more from you too, man. Gosh.